Alrighty, folks. I will try and keep this short. SPDas is good to go. Alright, just checking a couple of things here. If I can impart a little bit of wisdom here. When tech messes things up, um, you start late. You know, Personally, I don't worry because each problem teaches patience and how to solve issues. So, the true, wisdom comes from dealing with the delays smartly, not avoiding them, is what matters most is not when you start, but the skills and the strength that you gain as you go. I have a little bit of a clip I wanted to play here for some motivation, so to speak. See if I can get that rolling.
Never, ever quit. Never quit. And I've seen people quitting. And if they would have held out longer, they would have been successful. I've seen it so much. I've seen some of the most brilliant people in the world that never made it because they were quitters. They were just quitters. They would quit. They just couldn't take it. They couldn't whatever. One of the things about loving what you do is that it's not work, and therefore you don't quit automatically. It's a lot easier not to quit. But you can never give up. Now, you have to also have flexibility, though. You can't necessarily say, I'm never giving up, and you got to be able to weave and bob. You don't have to go through a concrete wall when you can go over it or around it or under it or something. You have to have flexibility. You have to always be able to change course a little bit, maybe always with that same goal, but don't quit. Never.
Right. Facts are facts. Don't quit. Have a little bit of flexibility. Anyways, let's get started with the London live session. It's nice to have you back. And SPDas is just patiently waiting here, so I'm gonna switch over. SPDas, brother, we are ready to go whenever you are.
All right. Thank you very much, Igor. And once again, apologies for the delay. There was some technical glitch, uh, which was absolutely out of control. It was taking its own time to come up. So let's get started off. But one thing which what we are seeing on the screen is pleasing, right? Euro inching close to it's already hit the 1.05 mark. So we are good to remain long. But the only thing is, I'm worried about those who were not able to, or we just had a limit order in place around 340, 370 zone. If you that was the last low, I think, and after that, okay, we need to do some rescheduling, a readjustment of the wave counts here. I'm going to remove something. Let's clean up the chart first, and let's remain with the waves. That's all. Okay, we need to push that up. All right. So as far as the counting of waves are concerned, that is minutiae 1, minutiae 2, that's okay, it looks okay. 1 and this 2 now comes through, if the third wave is extending, you got wave 1 and wave 2, and the third wave is underway now. So if we remove the Fibonacci and redo it again, then the target should be close to 6 or 5. That is the third 647. So this 3 goes up there. All right, that is one way to do so. If the third wave is extending, and then we got a drop, slightly corrective drop, wave 4, minute wave 3 up there, and then 5. All right, this is the structure which could be taking shape now. All right, so that's the third wave extended. You see that orange label, and then 4 and 5. Now there is an alternate count which is possible, but whichever way, now we are more or less absolutely confirmed that Euro USD has bottomed out at 1.0177. In fact, if you want to shift your stop loss, we can also do that. But if we can wait until Monday for a corrective decline, because I'm very skeptical about the correction coming up anytime soon. You see the RSI touching base around 78 now. And one more thing, I don't know if you have noticed it or not. The previous peak was 83, and the prices have peaked. They have printed a new high, but the RSI is lagging behind. Now, this is not a very strong divergence, but it is a divergence. All right. So we've got to be just a bit careful in moving the stop loss. We don't want to get out uh, after doing all the right things. So it's just a matter of time. Let's remain at 1.01, and the alternate count could be that the third wave is not extending. All right, this is not there. A simple count is you've got wave 3 up here, and then there is a wave 4. Again, wave 4, it is not breaking any rule. Wave 4 is terminating above the extreme of wave 1, so it's not breaking any rule. And wave 5 could be just around the corner, somewhere here. And this Fibonacci is going to go out, and that is, or maybe that is third wave. Prices could just go and touch 530, complete 5 waves, and that would be the first larger degree wave count. All right. So whether the alternate count is working or the third wave is extending, we are going to come to know anyways by the New York session or by next week. But tell you what, they never go in one straight line. Markets never go up or down in one straight line. And the easiest way to make this out or to understand this concept is simply move the chart to a daily or a long-term time frame. There is no meaningful support created by the market on the daily chart. That doesn't mean that it has to be traced. It can go and take that resistance out around 1.640, which is quite possible. But a corrective decline will be due anytime soon, either from here or after 1.46. When the correction is over, we will be very happy to move the stop loss. All right. So let's not do it prematurely, and let's not be overconfident about what we have done. Tell you what, in the last 2 weeks or so, we have grabbed, or we've been able to grab about 200, 300 points easy on the euro. And if you combine it, I think US dollar as well should be on the same path. So Euro USD on the long side, once again, price action confirms. Once again, price action confirmed that the dollar index is heading south. And as we just confirmed in the euro, there could be a change of adjustment of waves in the dollar index as well. So let's be prepared for that. I'm removing the third wave extension and also the projected territory. Let's prepare for something like like let me bring it up. Where's wave third? Okay, here it is. So wave three, wave four, and wave five lower somewhere here. All right. So it's very simple. 5, 3, 5. Now this 3 is a running flat. I remember I explained what is a running flat. The markets are in a hurry. They don't complete what they should be with the respect to price action, and they just fall a bit shy of the normal cycle, and that's why the name running flat. So I'm a bit convinced now because wave 4 is not breaking a rule. So we need to just follow the rules while labeling the chart. Only then we'll be more closer to what actually the market is doing. And one more thing is the RSI. Mind you, that's if that is the fifth wave, RSI should be producing some kind of a diverging scenario. You see that RSI low over there, it's around 1919, and the recent low is around 26. All right, maybe one more low, but then the RSI would still diverge. And I think the 4-hour chart would be confirming it further. Let's see. You see that? It's a clear divergence. So you don't want to mess with the diverging scenarios. I absolutely stay away from that. In fact, what I used to do earlier on, even while issuing a trade call, I would always go aggressively long while diverging. But that's too risky. I mean, making money towards the trend and then losing it all just for the sake of trading it counter trend, that excitement, it doesn't really make any sense. It's better to take some profits off the desk,
Yep.
hold on some positions, and stay on the trade on the short side and wait for a corrective rally to materialize, uh, and enter again. I think we'll get another entry point maybe early next week. We should be getting it right. Now, one of the most interesting stories in the last 48 hours, despite the fact that uh, we are not into the trade, but we went long actually, correct? From that side, 36. We were long around the 40 mark, if I don't, yeah, 45, 46. That's a trade that we've done. Okay, the potential long entry was 45, 46, and projected target was 86. So now we are pretty much close, but we're still not there. Okay, and that's what the objectivity that the Elliott wave theory brings, and I love that. It doesn't. When we start thinking, okay, I think that this would happen, I think that that would happen. That's where the problem rises when we start saying, I think this would happen.
Hmm.
It's not about what we think, sir. It's about what the markets are telling us a story. It's a very clear story projected here. It's wave one, sharp, wave two, wave three. Remember the alternate rule. If wave two is sharp, wave four will will produce a triangle or an expanded flat. Here it is producing a triangle. You want to see on a 15 minutes time frame, it will be like a microscope. You see that? Wave 1, wave 2, and then 3, and A, B, C, D, E. If that is triangle wave E, next is the thrust wave higher. And did I tell you a technique to measure without any price action? If I didn't, let's do that again. You just need to measure the price or the distance that covered in sideways. Let's say this is the distance covered in sideways. I think we discussed it sometimes, I don't know.
Take notes.
Just equate that distance on the north side or towards the direction of the breakout. In this case, it's going to be north because the larger degree trend is up. Make it an isosceles triangle. X is equal to Y, isosceles right angle triangle, and you would see that the prices go and touch that. I love this technique. Used to do it earlier
So
many
cool.
times, and even now it's converging through the channel resistance up there. So please wait for 2785 and not exactly 2785. You can take your profits. Say thank you very much to the markets. Always be grateful to them because okay, we lost a few points, but then we've covered almost 50% of that uh, by going long around the 45, and even if you take it at 80, it would be around 35 points, and that is not a bad idea at all. But then please don't rush to turn around, all right? That is a bad idea. Take profits, relax, and enjoy your profits and wait for the next turn. I mean, now at that point, around 85, we are going to take an aggressive call. So if your trading style is an aggressive one, then we will do take a chance, or you just make a note of it. But for the conservative trader, the story will not begin until prices reverse sharply down towards 22736. All right. So aggressive traders would want to be ready around the 2785, 2790 zone. All right, that's where we would go short, aggressive, place a stop very tight above the high actually, and let it run. Now that steep drop is the fastest money that we can make with a very tight risk. But again, as I said, it's aggressive. You might want to be careful because a couple of stop losses can trigger. All right. Okay, so I think we already have an aggressive potential limit order. We already have that. So you might want to make note of it. 27, 85, 90. Stop around. I would say stop 28 because we don't know the high right now. So let's keep it at 2801 and let's see how the price action shapes up. All right, so New York Live will touch base the indices. First, let's see what Bitcoin and others have done. Still, okay, just about barely coming out of the triangle zone, just about barely. But the trade setup does not change at all. We went long at that price around 101, stop 99, and just below that, and it's around 105. You might want to just hold it with a stop at 99 or make it to a break even, brothers. All right, it's quite quite good to be at a break even. Nothing to lose. Even if we get stopped out, the only loss we made is of the time. That's all. At least we are not losing any money there. You know what do I do in this situation? Let's say Ethereum, we are already long, correct? 30, we were long around 3100 levels, 29 stop, and now we are 34. So what I like doing personally, you might want to do that or refrain from doing it. It depends upon a personal style. When you're 29 and 31 is 200 points of risk, and now we are 300 points of reward, correct? So it's 1 is to 1.5 kind of a thing. In a short term, if you are getting 1 is to 1.5, at least take some profits off the desk. I'm not saying completely, but take something off the desk. It gives a good feeling actually. It's an trading is a very emotional game. It's 80% emotional and 20% skills. So keep take small profits. Don't close the complete position. Let at least 30-40% stay, because we don't want to get out of fear as well. That is a bad trading style as well. But bringing money back partially home is a very good idea. It gives us an option just in case if there is a reversal or a retracement, and there's no one who can stop us buying it again, correct? So that way you kind of enter, exit small quantities without exiting the complete one. At the end of the target, you would have made more money than just staying in one trade. Partial profits again enter. Partial profits again enter. So Ethereum is also on track around 3100 buy. And the stop around not even 29 now. The stop is around 3,000. Okay, Solana. I think everyone is each one is breaking out now, so no change there in Solana as well. We were supposedly bought around 249, if I'm correct, and stop around 229. So we are about 20 points or 15 points above the buy level, above the price we entered. The target is around 314. I mean, you never know; it can come very rapidly today itself. Today being Friday, last trading day of the week, and we are approaching the last week of the month. So it's going to be a great combination next week, actually. Major highs and lows for the next upcoming series should be formed. I'm confident Ripple should get to the target very soon now. Is beginning to cut loose on the north side 3.19. A push above 3.28 will accelerate back towards 3.1, 3.7 up there. There you go, 3.7. All right, so I think we are long in all coins right now, and the targets are in place. Bitcoin 111, 115, Ethereum 4,300, Solana 314 or maybe 300 roundabout, and Ripple is 3.7. As I said, these are the last waves. Don't wait until the last moment, please. Book your profits, say thank you very much, and relax. We'll find out another trade entry. All right, so with that, we bring it a pause here. And once again, apologies for the delay for the session. And I'll hand it over to Brother Ego. Back to you, Ego.
Thank you, SPDas. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure too. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for hanging in there through the technical difficulties. Just want to try something out here if this works. Kinda. I was just kind of like playing around with a few techniques here. Avatar system is pretty fun. Uh, we got the laser eyes coming up, so that's going to be interesting. Uh, yeah, so one of the reasons for the avatar system as well is like, okay, so it is an executable. This is a program that runs on any system, and so we have traders waiting to get started, and they want to remain, they want to keep their identity. Um, they don't want to disclose their identity because they work at different institutions, and of course, all they want to do is analyze the charts. And obviously not give out any information other than their knowledge and skill on their technical analysis abilities, right? So they're chartered market technicians that have been working in the field for so long, and essentially they just wanna they love to teach. And that's like most CMTs just love to learn and love to teach. That's like part of the culture. If you know any CMTs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, Amazing educational program if you're studying to be a chartered market technician. So many cool things to learn, and it's just like mind opening. Uh, we'll get into some of the interesting things that exist out there, including what many people have a misconception about, which is something called financial astrology, and you know you're going to correlate that with what you think it is, but it's not. But it's actually super interesting, and it is part of the CMT course, uh, more towards the end, and it's just awesome. Can't wait to show you that stuff. If you already know about it, you know what I'm talking about, and it's just eye-opening, mind-opening, and amazing. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna cap this off, and it's been nice to be back and online here. I'm gonna just play this one more time because I like to listen to it. I like motivation. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I was gonna play it one more time, but I lost it here. Let's see if I can get it back. No, no, maybe. Yeah. I'll play it the next time. Uh, all right, folks. I'm gonna sign off. We're back at 8 a.m. with IT Trader covering smart money, institutional trading, style, ICT trading, our hero. And yeah, we will see you then. Looking forward to it. We've got updates coming today for the community. Looking forward to posting that with the team. Just finalizing a few things and looking forward to New York Part 1 and New York Part 2 back with SPDas at 9:30 as well, EST. Got that schedule posted. I'll repost it again. Just gonna talk to marketing and see if they're cool with it. I get in trouble sometimes if I just post things on the fly. All right, folks, it's been a pleasure. See you soon.